Welcome to your CryptoCast Daily. All the key news, none of the noise. Like and subscribe to stay informed. Here are the top highlights shaping the crypto market today. Solv and Chainlink bring real-time collateral verification to SolvBTC pricing. Metaplanet Bitcoin purchase takes holdings to 20k BTC, overtaking Riot platforms. Bitcoin hovers around $107,000 as weakest month for crypto begins. XRP breaks $2.80 as bearish September begins. Oversold signals suggest recovery ahead. Gold's rally has a big catalyst, and it could help Bitcoin too. Binance becomes first exchange to list Trump-linked WLFI token. Red September? Bitcoin risks sliding to $100,000 after 6% monthly drop. Asia Morning Briefing. August ETF flows show the massive scale of BTC to ETH rotation. Rich Bitcoiners are reportedly spending BTC on luxury holidays. Does this really make sense? Yen-backed stablecoin can't come at a better time as BOJ seen raising rates. Major Bitcoin breakout could be brewing as retail and institutions stack relentlessly. Bitcoin's rough August wiped out summer rally. What September might bring? Bitcoin or gold, which is the better hedging asset in 2025? Doge rebounds from 21 cents floor, cup and handle pattern targets 30 cents. XRP bullish patterns point to $5 as Korean buyers start to accumulate. Crypto charts look so broken and bearish they're bullish, ahead of Fed meeting, says analyst. Web3 funding hit $9.6 billion in Q2 despite fewer deals. Most Bitcoin still belongs to individuals, but institutions are catching up, research. Businesses are absorbing Bitcoin at 4x the rate it is mined, according to Rivers Research. Hyperliquid's hype token. Why Arthur Hayes thinks it has 126x upside potential. Stay tuned as we break down the details behind these headlines. Solv Protocol partnered with Chainlink to integrate real-time verification of Bitcoin reserves.
This backs SolvBTC, its liquid token, directly into its price feed.
This integration enhances transparency and builds greater trust for users.
The new SolvBTC Bitcoin Secure Exchange Rate feed combines exchange rate calculations with real-time proof of reserves.
This delivers an on-chain redemption rate firmly anchored in verifiable collateral.
The mechanism features built-in upper and lower bounds based on reserve data.
This makes it resistant to manipulation and safer for decentralized lending markets.
The SolvBTC Bitcoin Secure Exchange Rate feed is now live on the Ethereum mainnet.
Bitcoin is currently trading near $107,000 as it enters September.
However, September has historically been the weakest month for Bitcoin.
Over the past 12 years, Bitcoin has seen a median decline of approximately 5% and an average loss of around 6% in September.
MicroStrategy is premium over Bitcoin is also slipping as September approaches.
Nick Rock of LVRG Research suggests this reflects doubts about MicroStrategy's Bitcoin-focused treasury strategy.
He states that investors are questioning the sustainability of corporate treasury models focused solely on crypto accumulation.
Rock adds that this dynamic could be exacerbated by September's historically bearish trend for crypto assets.
He believes this cooling appetite underscores a maturation in crypto markets where structural vulnerabilities and competition are forcing a reevaluation of long-term value.
Gold has surged to its highest level since April.
This rally coincides with a steepening United States Treasury yield curve.
The spread between 10-year and 2-year yields widened to 61 basis points.
This is the highest since January 2022.
This steepening is driven by a faster decline in the 2-year yield.
Lower front-end yields ease the opportunity cost of holding non-yielding assets like gold.
Bitcoin is often compared to gold as a store of value.
Like gold, it is considered a non-yielding asset.
Binance is the first exchange to list World Liberty Financial, the Trump family-linked project.
Trading is set to begin Monday afternoon Coordinated Universal Time.
Binance will use its seed tag, a label for innovative but risky tokens.
Deposits are already live, with withdrawals starting Tuesday.
World Liberty Financial tokens were previously non-transferable.
This was a compliance-driven restriction on pre-sale tokens.
The Binance listing allows transfers for the first time.
Upbit also announced it will list the token.
Bitcoin has breached key support levels, suggesting a potential slide to $100,000.
The leading cryptocurrency fell 6.5% in August, ending a 4-month winning streak.
United States listed spot exchange traded funds saw outflows of $751 million.
Bitcoin broke below the Ichimoku cloud, the 50-day, and the 100-day simple moving averages.
It also pierced crucial horizontal support zones around $111,965 and $109,364.
This confirms a bearish shift in momentum indicators like the Guppy multiple moving average and the moving average convergence-divergence histogram.
The short-term exponential moving average band of the Guppy multiple moving average crossed below the longer-term band.
The weekly moving average convergence-divergence histogram dropped below zero, signaling a bearish trend.
Bitcoin spot exchange-traded funds saw $751 million in net outflows in August.
During the same period, Ethereum exchange-traded funds gained $3.9 billion.
This marks the first time Bitcoin exchange-traded funds have lost ground while Ethereum exchange-traded funds saw inflows in the same month.
This suggests institutional investors may be rebalancing their exposure.
On-chain data shows Bitcoin slipping below the cost basis of 1 and 3 month holders.
This leaves short-term investors underwater and raises the risk of deeper retracement.
Polymarket traders now assign a 65% chance that Bitcoin revisits $100,000 before $130,000.
Ethereum exchange-traded funds have logged positive net subscriptions in 10 of the last 12 months.
Bitcoin experienced an 8% decline in August, wiping out its summer rally.
Despite positive factors like ETF inflows and a less hawkish Federal Reserve, Bitcoin is now below its Memorial Day level.
This contrasts sharply with Ether, which saw a 14% rise in August, outperforming Bitcoin significantly.
Ether benefited from substantial capital inflow through treasury companies and spot ETFs.
Spot ETH ETFs saw $4 billion in inflows this month, compared to just $629 million for Bitcoin ETFs.
This difference is even more striking considering Ether has a market cap less than 25% of Bitcoin.
Historically, September has been a challenging month for Bitcoin, with declines in 8 out of the last 12 Septembers.
However, this historical data may not be fully reliable due to the limited sample size and Bitcoin evolving as an asset.
Gold is often seen as a safe haven against stock market losses.
Bitcoin, however, is increasingly viewed as a counterweight to bond market stress.
Historically, gold has been the go-to asset during equity sell-offs.
Its correlation with the Standard & Poor's 500 has been near zero.
Bitcoin, on the other hand, has struggled during equity panics.
But it has shown a low or even negative correlation with United States Treasury bonds.
This means when bond prices fall and yields rise, Bitcoin sometimes performs better than gold.
Investors do not need to choose between gold and Bitcoin.
Dogecoin fell 5% between August 28 and August 29, tracking broader risk asset weakness.
An unknown whale moved 900 million Dogecoin to Binance, sparking volatility.
Open interest in Dogecoin futures fell 8% following these inflows.
However, on-chain data shows whales accumulating 680 million Dogecoin in August.
Dogecoin dropped from $0.22 to $0.21 in 24 hours.
The sharpest drop occurred on August 29, falling 0.57%.
Despite selling pressure, the token stabilized near $0.21.
$0.21 now acts as primary support, with $0.23 as resistance.
Web3 startups raised $9.6 billion in venture funding during the second quarter of 2025.
This makes it the second largest quarter on record, even as the number of deals fell to multi-year lows.
The research, by London-based venture capital firm Outlier Ventures, could signal a maturing market.
Investors are putting more money into fewer projects.
The findings suggest Web3 fundraising is evolving from hype-driven activity toward targeted, durability-focused investment.
Investors now favor foundational infrastructure and proven teams over volume.
Only 306 deals were disclosed in the quarter, the lowest since mid-2023.
However, the median deal size rose across every stage.
River Financial Services says individuals still own most of the Bitcoin.
Their research groups Bitcoin supply into categories and shows each one's market share.
River estimates individuals control about 66% of circulating Bitcoin.
This includes self-custodied wallets and exchange accounts classified as individual.
Businesses account for about 6% of Bitcoin supply.
Exchange-traded funds and investment funds control about 8%.
Governments hold about 1.5% based on tracked sovereign addresses.
Lost Bitcoin makes up about 7.6%, likely unrecoverable.
River Financial Services says companies are acquiring Bitcoin much faster than it is being mined.
The United States-based firm released an infographic on August 25 showing Bitcoin flows.
The infographic shows businesses absorbing approximately 1,755 Bitcoin per day.
This is compared to about 450 Bitcoin mined daily.
River defines businesses as a combination of Bitcoin treasury companies and conventional companies holding Bitcoin.
The 450 Bitcoin per day mining figure reflects the April 2024 halving.
This halving reduced the reward per block to 3.125 Bitcoin.
With an average block time of 10 minutes, this results in roughly 450 new Bitcoin daily.
Arthur Hayes, co-founder of BitMEX and Maelstrom, believes Hyperliquid's HYPE token has significant upside potential.
Hayes, known for creating the perpetual swap, now invests in early-stage infrastructure projects.
His latest blog post, backed by a Maelstrom valuation model, argues HYPE could rise 126 times.
Hyperliquid is a decentralized exchange operating fully on-chain, unlike Coinbase or Binance.
Traders primarily use it for perpetual futures contracts.
HYPE, its native token, functions as both a governance tool and an economic stake.
Holders can vote, stake for rewards, and benefit from trading fees linked to HYPE's value.
Hayes argues that when governments overprint money, it pushes people towards stablecoins and crypto speculation.
That's a wrap on this episode of CryptoCast Daily. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more market updates, bold predictions, and fearless crypto insights.